A new report has cast doubts over the preparedness of a majority of Class 8 pupils to tackle the forthcoming national examinations. The report that was released by the Kenya National Examination Council shows that the learners failed the national assessment conducted late last year. The Examinations Council says the disruption of face-to-face learning occasioned by COVID-19 is to blame for the poor grades.
Barely 7 weeks to this year's KCPE examinations, the Kenya National Examinations Council is revealing that a high number of learners in the country lost immensely during the 9-month closure of schools occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic. The assessment conducted on Class 8 learners in December shows that although some of the learners registered new normal means, most learners failed in mathematics with the lowest mean of 43.3%. Learners also performed dismally in Kiswahili, English composition and language. Pupils in private schools registered higher mean scores than their counterparts in public schools in all the assessed subjects. English, language and science were among the subjects reporting high disparities in mean scores, with pupils in private schools attaining mean scores of 65.84 and 71.12 against 47.37 and 55.28 in public schools respectively. Gender disparities in performance were also reported, with girls performing better than boys in languages. For instance, in English, girls attained higher mean scores than boys in both language and composition at 51.35 and 46.58 against 49.31 and 42.85. In Kiswahili, girls attained 49.68 and 49.04 in language and composition respectively against 48.29 and 44.2 of boys respectively. On the other hand, boys performed better than girls in mathematics and science at 45.39 against 44.39 and 59.24 against 56.49 respectively. Schools in urban centers also performed better than those in the rural setup. The relatively better performance reported among pupils from private schools and those from schools located in urban areas could be indicative of better access to remote learning during the closure of schools. 18 of the 47 counties had mean scores above 50.0, with Nairobi recording the highest mean score at 59.2%, followed by Garissa and Mandera at 56.34 and 51.11% respectively. The lowest mean scores were observed in Turkana at 44.34%, Tana River at 44.37% and Samburu 44.51%. NEC is recommending that in order to enhance equity, the Ministry of Education should institute targeted interventions towards provision of learning resources in public schools, especially those in ASAL areas.